Ladies and gentlemen, today Ron DeSantis made a backhanded comment. It was a benign comment, but there was a political motive to making it, and it was somewhat of a betrayal against Trump. Basically, what he said was, I don't know anything about paying an actress after a romantic relationship, something along those lines. Now, was it an outward disrespectful comment? No. Was it something that had a political theme to it, or was there a reason? Was there a political reason to make the statement? Yes. It was a betrayal because he brought up the reason that Trump will get indicted either tomorrow or this week. Hopefully he doesn't, but they're pretty much expecting for Trump to be arrested on the most absurd charge, a campaign finance violation that the FEC didn't even find as breaking the law. So Democrats in New York, desperate to go after their political rivals, are going after Trump because of an affair he had, a one-night affair with Stormy Daniels. The $130,000 that was paid, even Michael Cohen back in the day said was not a campaign finance violation. He pled guilty and was convicted on banking and tax violations. So he's a convicted felon. You have an actress that is accusing Trump. You have all of these people whose testimony should be seen for, what it is. You have a convicted felon who got a sweetheart deal. Most people would have served a lot more prison time for millions upon millions of dollars in tax evasion. Okay, so that's Michael Cohen, who, by the way, was suing BuzzFeed because he was implicated in the Steele dossier and defending Trump until his own tax issues and criminal behavior regarding millions upon millions of dollars that he lost and didn't claim or didn't pay in terms of taxes. He was prosecuted because of that. He then pled guilty to campaign finance violations, which weren't even violations. They couldn't get him on the Mueller probe, Trump. They couldn't get him on his own tax issues or his tax returns. They couldn't get him in Georgia. They couldn't get him for January. No matter how many times Kinzinger cried, they still couldn't get Trump. And this, because it's an affair, because it's salacious, and because there's the possible issue of a campaign finance violation, which the FEC didn't even vote on. Actually, they just ignored it. They said it wasn't a violation. Now they're going to get him at the state level. These are Democrats. These are lifelong liberal Democrats. This has literally nothing to do with the rule of law. Because if the rule of law was applied equally, you would have already had a Clinton and Hunter indictment. And possibly a Joe Biden indictment. Because he lied about working with Hunter. We know from the New York Post reporting. That's why Democrats and Twitter suspended the New York Post. The truth is that you have a number of Democrats who could have been charged. But you had the Honorable James Comey say no reasonable prosecutor would indict Hillary. By the way, and I think Hillary Clinton will be the 24 nominee. Be here tonight for the live stream. We'll have a live stream this evening, probably in about a couple hours or so. But you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where Ron DeSantis, instead of defending Trump, kind of half-heartedly defended him, but not really, brought up the fact that prosecutors in New York are liberal Democrats, funded by liberal Democrats, and they're going after the direct political rivals. But then he goes, well, I don't really know anything about payment, hush money payment. I think he even used the word hush money payment. So it is he's going after Trump in a very down low, surreptitious manner. The way a frenemy might speak. You're friends, but, kind of adversaries. And it was definitely a diss to Trump. It was definitely a type of backhanded statement. This made me lose a bit of respect for DeSantis, although I like DeSantis. He's a good governor, but I don't know why he went there. If you can give me your thoughts as to why he would go there in the comments section, that'd be greatly appreciated. Hit subscribe also. Be here for the live stream a bit later. I will have a live stream later this evening. I'll be doing early videos tomorrow morning, okay? So be here in the morning. I want to be here for my viewers, and I want my viewers to be here tomorrow. Do not protest, okay? Do not protest. I am telling people, do not. Only Democrats can protest, and then you can have a CNN journalist in front of a building set in flames, and it'll say fiery but mostly peaceful. They live in the world we live in is an Orwellian world where Democrats can, and media and everybody from late night will have one viewpoint, and the rest of the world will say that makes no sense. So everyone knows, and I agree with why people demonstrated that summer. But $1 to $2 billion in property damage, 14,000 arrests, thousands of officers injured throughout the country, and Kinzinger and Democrats and Cheney and media only focus on one day in January. Sorry. Political mayhem and chaos is bad, no matter even if the cause is noble for the initial protest. There is no cause noble enough or just for this chaos and mayhem, with 19 lives lost, according to Wikipedia, 14,000 arrests, thousands of officers injured, and $1 to $2 billion in property damage with curfews in every major city. Again, I support why people protested, but it's like, those thousands of law enforcement officials injured, and I support law enforcement. Why haven't the Never Trump Republicans and Democrats even brought them up? Because it doesn't suit them politically. Everybody knows that Hillary Clinton broke laws pertaining to not just siphoning data outside the U.S. government. It was illegal to transfer classified data, much less top secret and special access program, outside of the U.S. government. James Comey never explained, and who knows if he actually knows, how the data was transferred, transported, migrated. How did the classified data go from secure government networks onto her servers? They say via email. Well, how on earth was she able to obtain the email? You can't just email classified data outside of the United States government. Of course that was a crime. Of course these are obvious crimes. But nobody puts two and two together in our country. I should say very few people. Well, actually, I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. Half the country sees this for what it is. Okay? You have 70 plus million Americans who chose Trump over mashed potato brains with 90 seconds to midnight now. Okay? And his policies caused that. And we have record highs in inflation. There's a bank run. All of this, look, things are getting bad. Then there's impeachment on the horizon. Hunter, they have access to all the information and the data. That leads to indictments for Joe, because you have the 150 banking transactions and their specific illegal activity. What happened with Trump was not an illegal act. The FEC didn't even look at it. They threw it out because the statute states that if it's personal in nature, it's not a campaign expenditure. If he just wanted to keep it from his wife, it wasn't a campaign expenditure. So, and he would have gained votes had people known in 2016. He'll gain votes indicted. There's nothing they can do to stop Trump. And again, there's nothing they can do there's nothing DeSantis can do to overtake Trump now. He did himself no favors. I like DeSantis, but if you're going to try to, go after somebody when they're down or when they're being tormented or when they're trying to torment Trump, it did him no favors. So Trump responded on Truth Social and he's not happy. But again, It is what it is. You find out who your true friends are when times are tough. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel. I'll be back tonight. Thank you. Be here for the live stream. Thank you.